the next few weeks on Truth for Today, we're going to be looking in the book of Galatians that was written by the Apostle Paul and talk about choices. And really what we're going to talk about is some key spiritual choices that we all have to make. And I want to start today with this idea that the way to change our lives is by changing our choices. Paul wrote in Galatians 6, 7, and 8, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. For he who sows to his flesh will have the flesh reap corruption, but he who sows to the Spirit will have the Spirit reap everlasting life." And so really one of the principles here that we really need to have as a conviction in our lives is that whenever I make a choice, I am always choosing the consequence that goes along with it. It's the law of the harvest. We reap what we sow, we reap more than we sow, and we reap later than we sow, but we always reap what we sow. That means that we can't keep doing the same things and expecting different results. It means that we can't get away with things. It means that we're not the exception. God is not mocked. He always deals with us according to our choices. But that also means if I want to have a different life, in other words, if I want to have a better harvest, I can do that by planting different seeds. A lot of times we focus on the results and the fruit, and we want better circumstances or situations. But the reality is we ought to focus on the seeds that we're sowing. In other words, the choices that we're making. Because when we make better choices, we're going to have better consequences. But really, the ultimate good news in all of this is the grace of God and the fact that Jesus, when he died on the cross, he reaped what we sowed. In other words, he took the consequences of our sin upon himself. He died the death that we deserve to die so that we could be forgiven and we can have the Holy Spirit who will help us to make better choices.